scoring a number of tries and setting up a number as well. Alicia Taylor, watch for her goal kicking as well, and a key component for the Ponsonby side throughout this year. Maureen Turia in the centres, scoring lots of tries. Also in the pack, Millie Toki, who tends to be in the top group of players for the Ponsonby Ponies in all the games this year. Been a good competition this year at the pennant grade. Ponsonby newcomers. They're coached by John Munner, who also coaches the Ponsonby Ponies at Crown Lift Truck Sharman Cup side. Mt Wellington coached by Tony Titi. They've got a good forward pack, Mt Wellington. Certainly got experience over this Mt Wellington, over the Ponsonby side, sorry. A number of players who have been around the grounds and been there, done that at this level.
So we'll just play the files at half time, yeah? Hey, bro.
You'll be hearing our match officials there. Got the match officials mic'd up for this game, so we'll be able to hear their calls throughout the match. If you are picking up a bit of the wind interference there on the mic, I do apologise for that. So the team's now going into their final huddles. And Ponsonby, after going through the competition rounds undefeated, prepare for this one final step. Mt Wellington, well, they've only had the one loss to their name through the competition rounds as well. Fair to say the two best teams have made it through to the decider. Now going to welcome Troy Hardy back in. Well, Troy, nice to see the Ponsonby jersey on display on grand final day. New to the competition this year, but they're coached by John Munner, who coaches the Sharman side, so we know they're going to be fairly well structured, and particularly I think their attack will be one to watch out for today.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic to see the ponies strip, and also Mt Wellington. You know, they've had a legacy of champions out of that club as well. So both teams, both clubs, long history in the Auckland Rugby League. As Mt Wellington get ready now to kick off, and looking forward to another fantastic final, sponsored by Farrelly Photos.
The 2018 Farrelly Photos Women's Pennant Grand Final, and it is Ponsonby with first use of the ball, and they will go straight into
welcome to the grand final. Still going.
Well, remember that name? Nat Tagavaitau, wasting no time in getting into it, and then Chance Vaipol backs it up with a similarly big carry. Sign of things to come in this one. Kathleen Noble is taken down, 40 out from the line. And Eli Sutter, a dummy half. They shift play on out to this right edge now, and a little bit of footwork at the line.
Great run into one of the biggest people on the field. Bang. Drop there. Nice on drop on the inside.
Noble brings Vaipol back in on the inside. And, someone's lost their jersey there, so we'll have time off here. Last tackle coming up. Toki. It's the line here. Do they know it's last tackle? They promote it. They might have space out here on this left edge. Ponsonby, ball spills out.
Good defense.
Lomahina, and that is really good defense from the Mt Wellington Warriors, who were hit with big body after big body to start that. Do well to survive and now get their first use of the ball. Toki just about forces the ball loose there. 18-year-old, an Auckland Vulcans representative, previously with the Richmond club. If we do struggle to identify some of these Mt Wellington players, the jersey numbers are rather inconvenient colour on the light blue jersey, so we will do our best to make out the numbers
great
today.
Footwork.
Jumps left and then decides to go right instead and meets Toki. So out the back, and they get to the
Great
kick, and
kick.
it's a good one, and it's going to go down over the top of Holdua, who eventually recovers and then picks it up and looks up and sees a little bit of open space, and she'll accelerate through, breaks through the first one now. Mazzelina Holdua, she's into open space here. They'll do well.
Stepped up, beautiful.
The bottom one, and this is going to go all the way for a try. The Ponsonby Ponies first on the board, and it is Mazzelina Holdua who scoops it up and goes 80 metres. What a brilliant try to open this grand final. Let's take a look how it all starts. It was a difficult bouncing ball at first, and then from here, spots up the first gap, shows good speed and evasion to get through that first one. And then the little bit of footwork here, Troy. Come across and cover, just summed it up beautifully. Sold her to the left, come back on the inside, just made her throw the body weight to one side, and then she goes. So that's a thrilling start to our grand final here, and the Ponsonby Ponies first on the board.
Well, I dare say that action replay there from the Mike Farrelly action replay will certainly get thrashed at the Ponies gathering after the match is finished. And for all of the replays, you can catch them on the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. And the game previously, Corey, as you know, will be up there by tomorrow morning, along with the rest of today's play. And of course, Fox yesterday. What a game that was.
Yeah, brilliant game. Mount Albert up against the Mangere East Hawks. Mangere East win it with a try on the last play of the game. Dakota Taimani scoring that one. Big result for Mangere East, who made it pretty clear yesterday they intend to win the Root Rooster when they take on Glenora next week. They know they probably can't make the playoffs, so they've set themselves some little mini goals. And at the top of that list, trying to wrestle control of the Root Rooster off the all-conquering Glenora Bears.
Yeah, we thank the Hawks management team out there. A lot of great support there for Tash and the crew at Mangere East for hosting us there yesterday.
So what a start to this grand final. And for Holdua, well, Troy, there's not much better than scoring an 80-metre solo try on the first touch of the ball in the grand final.
Absolutely.
Should be hard pushed to top that one. Now it's reeled in, and they'll get back into the grunt work now, and it's going to be Vaipal who carries forward. She's met, though, in a good two-person tackle. Now the ball will get spread out to the right edge, and I'm just looking. It does look like there's two number 8s on the field from what I can tell, so we'll have to confirm that one.
Bit of a conversation going on there.
Yeah, the touchy introducing himself to a couple of the players. Good communication, of course, key to avoiding those unnecessary penalties throughout these games.
Great reffing down there as both sides are about to pack in.
Ponsonby holding the weight. Yep, ball in 13.
Ooh, big high pass. She pulled it down.
Not the ideal ball out of the scrum, and as a result, Ponsonby are up and in, although Mt Wellington break through the first one and then another. 30 up from the line. Mt Wellington with a golden chance to hit back.
Okay, leave that ball, Stephen. Hold there now, tackler, hold. Working in the girls, nice work, that's 2.
Great carry forward. Mt Wellington now go 10 out from the line. They jump out down the left edge. They go. Mt Wellington flick it out the corner. Here it is. Mt Wellington hit back. And the try is scored by Helena Fulava out wide in the corner. Let's take a look on the Farrelly photos. Instant replay. It all started with some good carries in the middle of the park, and then they come out to this left edge where they're just not numbered up. You can see here Taylor with no choice but to come in and make the tackle, and then the late offload. And it's good hands to finish in the end from Fulava, who crashes over into the corner.
Great team try.
Next one. Yeah. Oh, next one. Short on next one. Yeah, you got them.
Going to be a tough old kick, that one right out there on the far sideline.
Mentioned earlier, Ponsonby undefeated through the competition rounds. They got the best attack and defence in the competition. Believe it or not, they were 94-0 winners over Mt Wellington when they played earlier in the year. So how's that from Mt Wellington to be defeated like that and then get through to the last day of the season? As the kick is away, so the score will remain Ponsonby 6, Mt Wellington 4.
Yep, been some great players come out of the Mt Wellington club. Legend Kurt Sorensen got to go there, and he's just been inducted into the Widnes Hall of Fame. So big shout out to Kurt. Well done. Hard to talk after that announcement, I know, Corey. So we wait for the Ponsonby ponies to restart.
Back we go. Driven down to the left here, off the body is the call. Now Mt Wellington looking for a good set following points. It was a really good hit back from them after conceding early in the match.
Good cutout pass there. Great
This
run.
left edge again, so it looks like a predetermined plan from this Mt Wellington side. They're going to send plenty of traffic down the left. Now they centralise, one tackle up their sleeves. The settler into the middle of the park. Clear and kick, and it's another big one off the boot, and a real tester at the back, which Holder lets bounce and picks it up. Well, this is her second touch of the game. She scored off the first one. Surely she's not going to do it again this time. Hands off and tackled 30 out from the line.
Couple of subs coming on for the ponies. Great break here. No, great D. Great D.
Tuya. Really good carry. One of the players we highlighted pre-match, and now Lohamina. Look at the yardage they're making through the middle. They're doing it easy as well, Ponsonby. Elisada is the dummy half. Shuffle play on. Down the edge, they bring in Holly Wade. Out to the right edge now. Meti puts the ball in the air.
A little heavy. Oh, it's bounced. Yep, no. Looked like it could have bounced back into play, but no.
Very short in goals down here at Mount Smart Stadium number 2.
Bring it to the middle for a tap. But off the post. On you. Go. Contact. Good. Still moving forward. Still moving.
So Mt Wellington now up out to the 40.
Go. That's one. All good play on. Don't count 0. Stand now. That's one. Hold. Don't play the ball on you. Stay out of it 4. Good work. Count as 1 there, players.
Just short of halfway now, Mt Wellington. Struggling to match the physicality of Ponsonby in the middle of the park so far. Slow play the ball that time, and as a result, Ponsonby up and in the face early.
Here we are. Get your hands away, guys. Count as 4 there, ladies.
Great.
Now the little show and the go, the little flick pass over the top. It's reeled in beautifully, and now there's a foot race on, taken out, but again, another really good offload out there on that edge, and Ponsonby get there in numbers. Going to force her to the sideline. They get to the kick. It's a high one across the field, and now they've got the numbers here. Mt Wellington, they should score here. Foot race to the corner. Brilliant covering tackle. A try saver from Lahamina.
What's the call on that one?
Knock on the call. Change over. But what about that? For all
So
money they were
close.
in. And brilliant covering tackle.
Another crack.
We can now, Wellington. Go. That's one. Okay, good. I'll throw the play.
Oh, the ball popped out.
Who's over forward? Release now. Hands away. That's two.
Ponsonby. Great run.
Just short of halfway now. They are rolling through the middle of the park.
That is three.
Pony's still coming. Applying pressure.
Down the left edge they come now. Tuia puts on a little bit of footwork straight through. She should score here. Fullback to beat. Maureen Tuia. In under the post. Brilliantly finished. Had a fair bit of work to do as well. But that is classy stuff from the Ponsonby Centre. Another try under the post. Let's take a look now on the Farrelly Photos instant replay. Really nothing doing when she gets it here, Troy, but just that little
Step gone. Split everyone.
change of direction, and she's got some pace on it.
And the try scorer for Ponsonby was number 3, Maureen Tuia.
Yeah, showed some great pace.
So Taylor with another easy one in front. Taylor steps in, guides it over, and the Ponies lead 12 points to 4 in the Farrelly Photos Women's Pennant Grand Final. 15 minutes gone.
So Pony's delivering a couple of great tries there, Corey.
You get some real
Individual brilliance.
class in the back line, don't they? And on that occasion, just too skillful, too fast.
Mt Wellington's one was a big team effort there out there on the left-hand edge.
Mount Wellington look at their best when they get the second phase going, don't they? They've got a nice offload in them.
Beautiful day for rugby league down here today at Mount Smart number 2. And we've still got the big clash to come later on this afternoon. So if you're in and around about town, come and join us. Sun is out. Great Sunday afternoon action.
So a low kick down towards the sideline, but it is fielded, and now come back to the middle of the park. Looking for the offload, not going to get it.
Oh, here we go again.
Tookie, straight through the heart of the Mount Wellington defence.
Great defence.
Great covering
Up and go.
tackle, though. Gets up and looks for a play of the ball again. Mount Wellington struggling to get back. Ponsonby need a quick play of the ball here. Numbers on the right edge if they're good enough. Instead, they're going to settle. Holly Wade with the carry. Former Otahu women's player. Right side they come now. Meti hands back to the inside to Apaina. Decoy is run in behind from Wade, and now Noble will look to battle her way over. Kathleen Noble. We wait for confirmation on the try, and there it is. Let's take a look now on the replay. You can see here, Wade runs the decoy. Noble looks up, just a little bit of footwork there, and then strong enough to power her way through 3 would-be tacklers. Another try for the Ponsonby Ponies. Taylor converts, and it is an 18-4 lead for the Ponies. Shout out to our match officials in this game as well. David Miller in the middle of the park, Jack Haslam and Sam Hill, the touchies, as they were for the earlier game.
Keeping up with play. Keeping up with play.
Warriors striding back to the halfway.
His striding is probably a bit kind. It's a fairly slow walk back to halfway. And, we might have to start finding some small talk between ourselves, Troy, to fill these gaps. Maybe we can talk about soft drinks again.
As we get ready now. Just sort of getting the feeling as you look at the body language of the Ponies players, they're all sort of getting ready for another run.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Time to chase it. Yeah. Nice work off the
Oh,
leg.
it's off there.
Well, that is
Regathered.
messy. Off the legs of Ponsonby and regathered, so a fortuitous one.
Well, that worked. Great
There from Mt
strategy.
Wellington. Yeah, that's right.
That is one.
Clever play from Coach Tony Titi. Let's go with that. Now Mt Wellington on the charge.
Get square. Second
Haven't had much ball down this end of the field. If they can get things going, they have looked likely in attack.
Good tackle down low there.
go.
As we mentioned earlier, they look at their best when they get a bit of second phase going. Do have some big forwards.
That's 4 working here, ladies. Go.
Left edge they come. Inside ball. Now Ponsonby do well to get there and stop with 15 out from the line. Do apologise for not being able to identify some of these Mt Wellington players. The numbers on the jerseys, impossible to read on the screen just due to the sunlight and the colour scheme.
Ladies, change over.
So that is the changeover. So good defensive set from Ponsonby that time. They look pretty comfortable on their line as well.
Here we go. We're here. Hold up, one step.
Now the captain Noble will play it. Alicia Taylor comes in for
Contact. Good.
her first carry of the game and runs it straight to
Hold, go. That's 1.
Bookends coming back on in the back play there, Corey.
Tookie.
For the
There's a
Ponies.
couple for Mt Wellington. Ponsonby, I should say. And now Tuia again threatening with one of those runs.
That's 3. Here we are, 7. Go. Play.
Clear the ruck and Holdua joins in. Look out. She's dangerous on the ball. Steps away through a couple. Finds support in her halfback. And Nettie goes another couple of metres.
Working here, 17.
They've a good shape out here on the left.
Noble takes an awkward little pass and she'll settle things up.
And ball
On a one
stolen.
strip, and now Mt Wellington go on the counter. Plenty of numbers coming
Great
across.
tackle.
Holdua chops her down low.
Push to the line. Nice work. That is 1.
They need a couple of big carries here, Mt Wellington. Got momentum from that change of possession. They probably need to speed their play up a little bit, just really not been able to bend that Ponsonby line so far.
That's 3. Go.
Nipu jumps out of dummy half. Engages the line in, they got to that left edge, and again they're favouring that side of the field. They like their chances down that side.
Release down. That's 4. Hold it here, players. Go. Right off.
Send the ball now coast to coast, but this is messy. It is really, really messy from Mt Wellington, and they'll lose 15 metres or so on that play.
That's 5, ladies. Go. Chasers are outside.
Tester now for Hodor at the back, who's in no hurry to make this one. It goes between her and Taylor picks it up and does nicely to elude the first one, and now Taylor goes on a bit of a run. Good carry there from Alicia Taylor, good kick return, and the penalty as well. Some good stuff there from the ponies. Alicia Taylor, she comes from an AFL background, played for Point Chevalier previously in rugby league. She was a member of the Auckland Vulcans team this year as well that went to the national tournament. 4th place finish for the Vulcans ladies this year.
Great run, here
Taylor
we go.
again splits them through the middle of the park. Now Alicia Taylor with one to beat. Tried to go over the top. Not going to happen this time.
She decided not to sidestep there.
Now Meti works the short side. Flicks the ball out the back. Still going now, the ponies still running. 10 out from the line.
They're all lining up out here too, Corey.
You like their chances if they go left here. Instead it'll be up through the middle of the park, and they might do it anyway. They will. Nat Tangavaito, simple as that, runs through the middle of a very tired looking defence and scores another Ponsonby try. But put it down to the work of Alicia Taylor earlier, Troy. The carry that earned the penalty, and then on the next play she bursts through the middle, just about goes all the way. Yeah, easy work in the end for Ponsonby. Another try.
Waiting for the kick to come under brilliant sunshine. And the flags are up.
Another conversion from Taylor, which stretches it out to 24-4. And a dominant first half from Ponsonby here. Well in control on this one.
Yeah, a couple of classic runs there by good strong carries. These ponies virtually went the length of the field.
So we wait for Mt Wellington to get back to halfway for the restart.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're live streaming. We've got College Rugby League during the week. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Get to aucklandleague.co.nz. Find out where that live league action is as we head towards the SAS Fox Memorial for next Saturday. And we're off to Bear Town.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Root Rooster on the line when they take on Mangere East.
And they'll carry a bit of momentum off that game as Warriors kick off.
Yeah, probably one of the upsets of the season, wasn't it, really, when you look at that Mangere East performance yesterday against the Mount Albert Lions?
Well, not for them. Mount Albert probably was, but Mangere East, they were very happy with that one.
You mentioned the college comp, Troy. We're getting to the business end of that one as well. Covered a really good game last week. Southern Cross up against St. Paul's. A number of those boys who, of course, are national champions and Auckland champions now as they go back through the middle again and again. It's Tunga.
Oh, great step.
Doing all the damage.
Look at this for a front rower.
Eventually pulled down 12 metres out from the line. Ponsonby on the attack again. Mt Wellington really struggling to get back. They're going to go short side here. Holdua got Tuia looming on his shoulder. Instead takes the tackle. Right up against the line now of Ponsonby. Sloppy play the ball. Last tackle coming up. And a mistake there, it looks like.
It's a knock on, he's called it.
Mistake in the play the ball there.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Corey, there's only been one penalty in this game.
I'm not going to doubt my stat man. Wouldn't dream of it. As players prepare to pack down the scrum, 10 metres out from the line.
It's all one-way traffic at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, Mt Wellington really struggling to combat the physical nature of this Ponsonby side through the middle of the park.
Okay, ladies, get your heads in. Ponsonby holding
Particularly those edge back rowers of Ponsonby making some really good yardage, and
Yeah, put the ball in 13.
off the back of it, they found some points. So Mt Wellington, they need a good set here. Settle things down a little, but look at it, it's fairly stagnant, and as a result, Ponsonby, they tackle them for negative yardage.
Get square 13, hold. Go, that's one. Now contact, good, still moving forward. Stand now, we can hit me. Hold. Stay out of that work area, good work. That's 2 players.
Great carry there.
Off the ball now, 13. That's 3.
Looking for a quick play of the ball, try and get some momentum here for the Mt Wellington Warriors. Drop on the inside.
Oh, up and over the top.
That's 4 here, ladies.
So Lily, tackler, swing it out now. And
Contact, good one. Yeah, she knows.
penalty on the end of that one as well. 2 in the tackle, ball comes loose.
What are you going to tap it or kick it? What are you going to do? Tap it all or kick it? Here we are, Gil.
So will be the tap and the go.
Go, on you. Go.
Good first up contact from Ponsonby.
Hold here. Working players. All the way down the out. They get involved through your onside.
Toki there.
Great D.
That's 2 working here, ladies.
Yeah, equally impressive off the ball, aren't they, Ponsonby, so far? Very committed. See a little
Good ball skills there. See a little flip on the inside.
35 out from the line now, Mt Wellington.
He's out of it. So hang on.
Oh, good defense.
Stand. 5 now.
Drive her back to where she started.
Hold. Hold. Go.
Now to the kick.
Wing up. Stay out.
Goes skybound again. Cleaned up by Mitty.
Hold here,
It's
ladies.
ragdolled to ground.
Go. That's 1.
Taylor now comes in for another carry.
Okay, tackle, clear. Hold here, we'll lift you all up. Now, that's 2.
Hodua chiming in again. So hard to tackle first up and still breaks out of another one. So much to like about this fullback.
That's 3, working.
Already with a try to her name.
Coming, onside now.
Yeah, every time she touches the ball, she's hitting a little dangerous.
Now
That's
Toki
this one.
breaks through 1, breaks through 2. She's got Tui looming on her left. She might not need her. Merely Toki will score under the posts. And the ponies are on fire. See here, a couple of nice fends from Toki. And then again, that change of direction. Got the pace to get through. Taylor lines up another kick from in front.
Big thank you to Mike, Managing Director of Farrelly Photos, the Farrelly Photos sponsor for today's action here at Mount Smart number 2.
Taylor puts it over. How good having Mike Farrelly involved in Farrelly Photos in this competition this year, both the Premiership and the Pennant competition. Of course, Mike Farrelly with a rich history in the game. His dad for many years did the Auckland Rugby League photos, and Mike's continued that tradition on. He serves a number of the Auckland clubs. If you are interested in getting some photos done and dealing with the best, then contact Mike at Fairley Photos. His details available on his website.
Yeah, he's got some fantastic specials on for the back end of this season, so get in contact with him, fairleyphotos.co.nz, and just talk to him about the specials for 2018. And he's got some really trick things that he's doing, Corey. So digitising, some of the club wall photos that they have. So, if you want to protect, all your rich heritage, Mike's the man. Get down, get in contact with him. He'll certainly come and sort you out.
He was going to touch on the historical side of things as we see the restart. Goes the 10 and it's scooped up by Mt Wellington.
And out.
Then bundled into touch. Just back to Fairley Photos quickly. He's done a beautiful job down at the new Mangere East club rooms at Walter Massey Park. They've broken the club rooms down into areas down there with some awesome Fairley Photos on the walls and old jerseys. Real trip down at memory lane. So at the end of all that, it'll be a Ponsonby ball. As we enter the final 6 minutes of this half here in the Fairley Photos women's pennant competition. And it has been one-way traffic so far. Mount Wellington with a whole lot of work to do if they are to get back into this match.
Oh, what a hit. Welcome to Mount Smart. Gets up and plays the ball well, though.
Ironed out on the 40. Now Tuia comes in for a carry and a little swerve at the line, just about goes through. Gets to a quick play of the ball as well. Aleli hands out to the left edge. Let's give credit to Mount Wellington. Despite the scoreline, they keep showing up in defence. Big contact on out there. Now they play short, and into the action comes one of the prop forwards. Apina jumps out of dummy half, engages the marker, and she'll take the tackle. Bumped down to the ground, 20 out from the line now. Last tackle coming up. Noble to Meti. Meti kicks in behind, has taken a deflection. Meti's regathered, she wants the offload. 6 again is the call.
Yep. Is that a penalty there?
Okay, tackle! Hold up there. Time's off there, time's off.
Seems to be a injured player down there having a bit of a chat with the trainer.
Yeah, not too sure, didn't quite catch what had happened there, but time off in the meantime.
Take the ball up, wait for the whistle, time's off. Okay, the trainers go up the back. Yeah, play the ball. That's 2, play on! Play on!
Ball flicked up the back. Meti picks it up and they might score here in the right-hand corner. Taylor. Alicia Taylor's got the ball down. We wait for confirmation, but Alicia Taylor's got a try here. There it is. Another one for the Ponsonby Ponies. And this one in the far right corner after a long stoppage of play. It's just good quick hands here, isn't it? Really nicely summed up here by Pina.
But not enough damage in the middles there to try and create that opportunity out wide. Still standing in the tackle, even though it's a sloppy ball coming back, they'd committed enough defenders there. And really from here it was catch and pass. And a little run into the sideline corner. The ball is down. That is a try. So the Fairley Photos action replay. Women in league down here today at Mount Smart number 2 as we wait for the kick to come. It's a fabulous day down here as we get ready for the big match of the day. And what a clash that's going to be. Richmond Roses into the grand final against the Manurewa Wahine. And, you know, Manuary were here last year, so they're defending and coached very well by Rusty Matua. And up against Richmond Rose, and I think it's their first time in a grand final.
No, Richmond in the grand final last year, defeated by Manurewa, so back-to-back grand finals for them.
And I was here for that, Corey.
To be fair, a lot of football's passed since then.
Well, I apologise to the Richmond Bulldogs. Mind you, that could have been a test, and I was just testing Corey, and he's managed to pass that test. As we get ready now for Mt Wellington to reset.
Here we go. Time, mate. Nice work.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a bubble bounce there. Pony's managed to regather. Here we go again. Big Brunch managed to defend off. 2 on the tackle. Was held there.
All the way.
Great carry up over halfway from
Still going.
Still running. Fending players off at will. And eventually get to a play of the ball. Alili is left side now to Toki. Nice little change of direction there from Missy, who gets dumped in the tackle.
We had her direction changed again for her.
Noble takes the ball to the line. Met well, 10 out. Last tackle coming up. They dart out via Alili, who's going to go herself and be tackled. This will be a handover. And should be Ponsonby's last use of the half. We'll get us to halfway to half-time. About 30 seconds left on the official match clock.
Well, the old bump and run.
So penalty to finish the half. 8 seconds left on the official game clock. They'll get one play in here, Mt Wellington. Zahuda goes in the background.
So what's the strategy here, Corey? Tap and chip?
Yeah, why not? Chip and chase. Looks like
there we go.
There we go. We read the mind. We were in the wrong career here, Troy. Hodoa cleans it up. I tell you what, it'll backfire if Hodoa goes length of the field.
Chip
again.
and chase the other way.
Looks up and she goes straight through, and now, hang on, all of a sudden, now it's on at Ponsonby. They turn it into points, and Melly Toki run it in under the post, and I'm not even sure how to explain that one. That was unfortunate, to say the least, for the Mt Wellington ladies. But Mazalina Hodoa, what a star she is at the back. Just brilliant on the ball.
She's had a massive day today.
They just can't tackle her first time. I don't think she's been tackled first time all day. And then here, the presence of mind, Toki, the effort from a back row to be looming in support.
Absolutely.
And scores under the posts.
She's had a strong day today as well. Both girls showing a wee bit of pace. So we wait for the kick to come on this one. And the ponies down there in front of us are certainly happy.
Taylor puts it over for an even 40. So does the Ponsonby Ponies, who lead 40 points to 4 over the Mt Wellington Warriors. Half-time of the Farrelly Photos Women's Pennant Grand Final. Back in a few minutes.
Don't go away as we catch up with a word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Mike Farrelly from Farrelly Photos, major sponsor of the Auckland Rugby League Women in Leagues competition. We're well known around rugby league circles for our proud tradition of formal team photos. Farrelly Photos is far much more, from corporate images right through to people in business and portrait photography. We want to bring a special offer to our client clubs this season. We'll put all of our team photos or Farrelly photos from 2005 to the last season up on your website as a slideshow, free of charge. Looking forward to a great season through the rest of 2018. Remember those clubs, just contact me. Team photos coming up. Just email photos@farrelly.co.nz. We look forward to working in partnership with you too.